That's where I'm trying to fall. Yeah.
It's like right around like there. It's like by the shop.
Quiet on the Peace Couple set.
You look super photogenic right now. That's a foot. Wait, hold up. That's a photo right there. Cool. Be good. All right. All right.
Everyone's gone.
We're gonna be out of the shot.
As manager of the video production team here on campus, I thought it would be a cool idea to do a creative project within our team for Halloween. So I sort of came up with this idea and threw it at our team, and then they totally rolled with it.
So definitely wanted to get kind of the it/paranormal activity shooting, like POV style kind of homemade movie.
So I had the idea of making the killer not seen throughout the entire film, is what we're trying to go for, because I thought it would be a classic nod to old horror films like Halloween, where you can see the killer until really the very end. You only saw like part of it, or like Jaws, where you can see the shark itself to the very end of the film. So that's what we're trying to go for. We also figured since the clowns are a sketchy subject, we should do it on that. That's the director's idea, using clowns.
My inspiration. We originally were going to do probably split into two groups, I believe it was, to do a horror film just for October. And I had the idea, since all these clown sightings had been going around, to do sort of a found footage kind of thing, but with clowns. And a lot of people liken the whole found footage thing to Blair Witch Project, but I was actually thinking more in terms of a web series called Marble Hornets that takes the whole kind of found footage, both like on your phone or on like a GoPro that's on your chest, and it dealt with the whole Slender Man kind of thing. And that always sort of freaked me out, but I always was super intrigued by it, and just the way that they had to approach it in terms of filming and editing. And so I thought that would be a really cool idea to take on, and so we went with that and used the whole clown aspect, since that's such a hot topic this year.
So Zach, we're definitely going clown hunting, right?
Yep, going to the Peace Chapel right now.
Awesome. This is gonna make for a great video.
Yeah, it is. Well, I played Zach. He was kind of like the stereotypical high school jock type guy, and he was the priority behind everything that pretty much happened during the whole film, and basically why everyone got murdered.
Are you excited?
I can't wait, let's go.
Let's go get some clowns.
I think Shelby should have been the one that died first if I had to go back and change anything. Just because typical horror plot lines, there's definitely certain triggers that one would know if they were going to be offed first.
If I'm being honest, this whole clown thing really freaks me out.
David was one of the 4 friends that went clown hunting. David, along with Emily, was one of the more cautious people. He wasn't really excited about going to see the clowns. When he heard that they were dangerous and that there was some missing people, he got pretty scared, but his friend Zach was really into it, so David just kind of went along, just did it because he thought of Zach. So.
Yeah, it freaks me out too. But we should be fine, right? Like, nothing's gonna happen.
She was shy, kind of wary. Her boyfriend and their 2 friends who were together, they went out clown hunting, which she thought was really dumb, and so did her boyfriend. And they ended up being the first to die.
I really liked filming in the forest. I thought it was really fun to go up and to the Peace Chapel and film out there. I thought it really added like an element of spookiness, especially with like the changing leaves and stuff. So I thought it was really fun.
What was the most difficult thing you had to do for the making of Red?
Probably getting the fog machine to actually work, because a lot of times it just didn't want to make the fog.
This clown stuff's been happening everywhere. Not one of them has been caught.
Look, this article mentions red balloons.
What the hell's going on with red balloons?
I really enjoy making people feel uncomfortable, and I really enjoy like making people afraid of me. I always have, and I always will. So we have that. Sure. The most difficult thing would have to be with like the whole climate around clowns right now. We had to make sure, like, hey, people who don't know what we're doing, everything's all right. I can think of like whenever we were shooting at Alex Stout's house, I was outside and I was literally in the process of making myself, I was in full makeup, in the process of making myself look as least clowny as possible. And I turn to the left and I see like a petrified old woman like walking her dog with like a look of like just pure shock on her face. So we had to like no, this is okay. The school knows we're doing this. We're at the school.
I thought Connor did an amazing job as the killer clown, and it was actually really terrifying when he first came down the stairs, and I was like, this is terrifying, and I can't handle this.
Did you eventually get used to it?
No, I never got used to it. He's truly terrifying.
They really did have some very interesting points of view, like in medieval times, the clown or the court jester was the person who gave the bad news to the king because he made it as a joke, you know. Egyptian ceremonies are like some weird death jester things. They've always been like associated with death and like just things that are unpleasant up until Joseph Garibaldi made them funny, like in like the late 18th century. So, you know, I feel like, you know, nowadays people look at it like, you know, you have John Wayne Gacy and like, you know, It. So, you know, clowns are, they always have been creepy. They just weren't creepy for a little while, and now they're going back to being full creepy.
It was really funny for a horror film. It was really surprising because we were kind of doing a lot of it on the fly, and it was really fun to see the development and to see the clown go from the normal person that we know to the clown, so it was pretty exciting.